Live on NBC 12, this is Newswatch 12 at 5.
Good evening, I'm Dan Hagan.
And I'm Jessica Jukic. The Rhinelander Auto Center reached a settlement with the Wisconsin DOJ and the Federal Trade Commission. Their investigation found the auto dealer group added illegal junk fees and discriminated against Native Americans.
Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul spoke to Newswatch 12 today about the settlement. The auto dealer group has agreed to a settlement that will require the current owners and general manager Daniel Town to stop their illegal practices and provide a $1.1 million settlement for customer refunds. Kaul said there will be compensation for people who have been impacted.
That's over $1 million, and those are funds that are going to go to support consumer restitution. So people who were impacted by the conduct that's been alleged are going to get compensation.
Kaul went on to say that Rhinelander Auto Group, the defendants in this case, will be monitored going forward. If they don't live up to the terms of the settlement, there will be more legal action.
There's going to be a court order that the defendants in this case are going to have to live up to. If they don't, then there can be enforcement actions brought in court. If people become aware of conduct that violates the terms of that order, I encourage them to contact the Department of Justice or the FTC or DATCAP to inform them of what's happening.
The former owners, Rhinelander Auto Center Inc. and Rhinelander Motor Company, have also agreed to a separate settlement that will require them to permanently wind down the businesses and pay $100,000. The Rhinelander Auto Group denied wrongdoing in a statement.
Jeff, we finally have some drier weather out there.
Yes, the break in the action today, but more potentially heavy rainfall in store for us for tomorrow.
And some cold temperatures coming as well.
This weekend, highs in the 30s and maybe still some snow in the forecast for us on Sunday. Outside now, temperatures hanging out at 51 in Rhinelander, in the 40s, Eagle River. So, you know, across central Wisconsin, 60s today. Further north, though, not so much, pretty much highs in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, same story, highs back in the 50s, also on Friday, but then a really strong cold front comes through, and you know, this time of year, the cold air wins. It's heavy, it's dense, on the move. It's 39 in Grand Forks right now, but still 70s to a few low 80s across parts of Illinois. Between the two, you get a storm system. We're still in there right now, and we have a next system on the way. So there's lots of moisture in a storm system here, moisture over there. They're going to combine over Wisconsin tomorrow and bring us some rain tomorrow into tomorrow night, and likely ending as a few light rain showers on Friday. Our forecast tonight, though, we're talking about mostly cloudy skies, some rain showers most likely after midnight, with low temperatures down near 50. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan, Jessica.
A central Wisconsin police chief faced a sexual assault complaint. An investigation found no legally actionable claim, and the chief remains at his job. Everest Metro Joint Police Commission received the complaint against Chief Clay Schultz on September 12th. According to their investigation, Schultz has been accused of making numerous comments about his employees, including talking about touching inappropriate areas of his female colleagues and asking a male employee to send nude pictures of his wife. Earlier this month, the commission declined to bring charges against Schultz. An investigation found that while his behavior was highly unprofessional, it did not rise to the level of harassment. Schultz denies any wrongdoing in this case.
A Forest County man charged with more than 20 counts of repeated sexual assault and running from police is out on bond. 39-year-old Kenneth Wiese Jr. posted $50,000 bond on Monday. Wiese made his first court appearance last month. He faces 33 felony charges, including 26 counts of repeated sexual assault of a child. He was charged in August after the victim in this case came forward with evidence that Wiese had assaulted them for more than 10 years. Wiese has also been charged with leading police on a 36-mile pursuit through Forest County and the city of Crandon. In total, he faces more than 1,000 years in prison for all of his charges. His next court appearance is set for Monday morning in Forest County.
Wisconsin has rolled back part of collective bargaining bans enacted in 2011. Governor Tony Evers signed into law Senate Bill 120 today. The bill allows for municipal public safety employees, such as police officers, firefighters, EMS, to bargain with their employers over their health care plan. This comes more than a decade after previous Governor Scott Walker enacted a series of collective bargaining bans, which caused mass protests in Wisconsin's capital.
After 3 weeks of gridlock, the House has a new speaker. Republican Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana scored enough votes to win the post. It comes more than 3 weeks after the House ousted former Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The chamber has been without a leader since then. Johnson's victory comes after 3 other candidates failed to get the needed votes since McCarthy was kicked out. Johnson is known as a vocal supporter of former President Donald Trump and election denier. As a former chairman of the Republican Study Committee, he played a key role in the failed efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Johnson received unanimous support from all Republican representatives on the vote.
A labor strike has shut down shipping lanes on the Great Lakes, preventing them from moving out into the Atlantic. Canadian union workers have been on strike since Sunday, leaving the St. Lawrence Seaway effectively shut down. Canada's largest union, Unifor, and the St. Lawrence Seaway Management Corporation have been discussing wage increases, but talks recently have broken down. The corporation is in charge of movements through the Canadian areas of the lakes, including 13 of the 15 locks between Montreal and Lake Erie. Estimates from Canadian and U.S. Seaway officials say that a shutdown could cost $50 to $80 million each day. Mediation is scheduled to take place between the two parties on Friday in Toronto. For one neighborhood on the west side of Rhinelander, the only way to access the rest of the city is through Davenport Street, and it's a portion of busy road with a lot of truck traffic and no sidewalks.
This can make walking or biking dangerous, but soon a trail will provide a safer connection from the neighborhood to the rest of the city. But not everyone is happy about the move. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdulkawi has been following this story and joins us with more. Mohammed?
Dan and Jessica, last year, a Rhinelander resident talked to city leaders about his neighborhood's lack of safe access. Now he's excited that he will soon have a route to walk with his growing family.
I'm really excited. I'm excited for myself and for my neighbors here on the west side of Rhinelander.
Earlier this month, the Rhinelander City Council unanimously approved the construction of a new pedestrian and bicycle path to safely connect residents with the rest of the city. A problem that Rhinelander resident Ben Meyer has been advocating for since early last year.
We're effectively isolated from the rest of our city by foot or bike because we live in a place that's only accessible by Davenport Street, which frankly is just not safe. It's not safe for bikers or walkers. It's heavily trafficked, a lot of truck traffic. There are no sidewalks, and it's quite a narrow roadway.
The new path will connect the dead end of West Hill Drive with the corner of Lois and Phillips Streets, a way to bypass Davenport Street.
We'll be able to safely access the rest of our city and its parks, its libraries, its schools, downtown, on foot or by bike.
In yellow is the designated wetland area. So as you can see.
But not all residents are happy with the idea.
I support walking and biking trails in Rhinelander. The issue with this specific trail is the way it was handled.
Renee Ewings have been living on the end of West Hill Road on Rhinelander for 8 years. This topic has been properly noticed on the agendas of the September 25th and October 9th council meetings, but
none of the homeowners or landowners who were affected by the decision were contacted. It was pushed through, and there are lots of details that have not been worked out. We were advised that a survey would be done. There's DNR wetland involved. There is some property boundary issues. So there's just a lot that wasn't taken care of.
Ewing says because of the city's decision, her and her family will have to adapt to the situation, something they never thought they would have to do when the home was purchased.
We have people coming onto our property because they're curious, and this afternoon, my husband and I are going to have to put up no trespassing signs, which is very sad.
Newswatch 12 reached out to Rhinelander City Administrator Patrick Reagan yesterday regarding if the city reached out to the residents along the trail, and he said, quote, "It was my understanding that the property in question was owned by the city of Rhinelander. As that has been called into question, the city attorney is researching this issue, and we expect to have an answer to the ownership question in the near future." Dan and Jessica?
Thank you, Mohammed. Rhinelander High School's Tech Ed department is set to receive an investment of $500,000.
Plus, a book from a best-selling series was just printed in Stevens Point. We'll have those stories after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
What's the perfect way to spend a summer afternoon at your lake home? On a pier made by Pier of North. We're making a splash with time-saving piers because you deserve more ways to play and enjoy summer days. Made in St. Germain, come and visit us.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
An official message from Medicare.
Let's give her a minute before we start. You know how she is.
Y'all check your Medicare plans? It's open enrollment.
No, why?
Because plans change each year. So can your health. Make sure you choose the right plan for you and your budget. You might save some money or get a few extras.
What I miss?
Open enrollment ends December 7th. Compare your prescription drug and health options at Medicare.gov. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Sure, it's nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit.
Oh yeah, I love coming home. I missed having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekend.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
What do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
Guess who's making a splash? Pier of North, of course. We make installing your dock easy enough for just one person, and you don't even have to get wet. With our piers, there's less maintenance, no rust, and no fuss, because we're factory direct. Made in St. Germain, come and visit us.
All right, Antigo, Marshfield, Point, and Wausau all set records yesterday for rainfall across the region. Today we're getting a bit of a break outside for now, but more rain showers tomorrow, and some of those could be locally heavy once again across parts of central Wisconsin. Right now, though, it's 51 in Rhinelander, a northeast breeze at 5, a dew point there at 49, pressure steady at 30.06. Over in Wausau, 55 for you, cloudy skies again with that north breeze around 5. Okay, looking around the horn, temperatures. Okay, so some low 60s across Portage County, Wapaka County today. Meanwhile, along the UP border, upper 40s, all we can do today. And tomorrow, pretty much the same story. Friday, too, followed by some big changes in here on Saturday. Okay, so here's what's going on, right? The seasons are still fighting. We have the summer-like temperatures over here. Meanwhile, the winter-like temperatures over there. Well, guess who's going to win, right? The cold air is going to win. It's heavy, it's dense, it's on the move. And once you get that moving, it's hard to stop it. And we'll likely get that front through here on Saturday morning, and that's going to really change our lives this weekend. In fact, here we go. Temperature-wise, are you ready for this, right? Get the puffy coat out, get the propane tank filled. Here we go. 58 tomorrow, also for Friday, and then the cold front comes through. 37 for a high, lows in the 20s on Saturday, 35, 32, 33, 37. So a slow recovery here. We have some really cool air on the way for us next week. Looking outside now, though, lots of cloud cover across the entire area today. We did hold the rain off, though, after a 1 to 4 inch rainfall yesterday. That ended, and then our next system is here, and this one's a bit just disjointed because we have moisture coming from the south. We have a low pressure here across the Dakotas. That, by the way, is the first big snow across the Dakotas today. Glacier National Park received over a foot of snow this morning. But this moisture is going to combine with that energy and all move in this direction for tomorrow, and likely bringing parts of the area a good soaking rainfall once again. Let's walk you through it. So tonight, increasing clouds. Here's tomorrow, 8 o'clock or so, with rain showers across the area. Once again, this may not be exactly like this, but you get the idea, with some rain, locally heavy rain in the forecast tomorrow morning across parts of the area. That pretty much stays with us through most of tomorrow and then gets out of here not until Friday. There's a chance now for a couple some snow showers in the forecast on Sunday. For tonight, though, some drizzles, scattered rain showers out there, especially after midnight, with low temperatures down near 50. For tomorrow, more rain showers, locally heavy across our southern counties tomorrow, with high temperatures near 58. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow we get wet, Friday some light rain showers, then we get cold, and there's still that rain-snow mix in the forecast for Sunday afternoon. Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. After ripping through Mexico's southern Pacific coast early today as a Category 5 hurricane, Otis has now weakened. The National Hurricane Service says Otis made landfall in Acapulco, Mexico as a 165-mile-per-hour Category 5 hurricane. It hit Mexico as one of the strongest storms in the country's history, knocking out power and internet service to thousands of residents. Heavy rain from Otis also triggered a landslide that blocked a main Acapulco highway. Otis has weakened to a tropical storm and is expected to produce additional rainfalls totaling 4 to 6 inches.
The school district of Rhinelander received a commitment for $500,000. That donation aims to provide upgrades to the Rhinelander High School's tech education facilities. Upgrading equipment, tools, and machines is all part of the project. Dr. Lee Swink recently made that commitment of $500,000 for the project over the next 5 years. Superintendent Eric Burke says the donation will be essential in helping to equip students with the necessary tools for success.
We want to generate interest in the trades so that they may try it in high school, especially girls. We want to make sure that we have the best facilities, not only in our region, but in the state. We want to have the best facilities in our state for tech ed.
Rhinelander High School Principal Shane Dornfeld said the improvements will hopefully provide relief to the worker shortage that has plagued the Northwoods.
The community knows the need we have for skilled workers in all of the areas of tech ed right now in our community. So this will only enhance what we currently offer and make it better and modernize the experience for all of our students.
The upgrades will start next year. James Williams Middle School in Rhinelander will also get funding for similar improvements.
A Stevens Point-based printing company is celebrating the release of the latest book in a popular book series. Warzala has printed all 18 books in the Number International best-selling series Diary of a Wimping Kid, including today's release. The operation is housed in a 365,000-square-foot facility and includes the full process of printing the book from putting ink to the page, binding, and delivery. Workers ensured quality control at every stage of the printing process with pre-pass, color accuracy, print quality, and binding checks. The entire process took 80,000 man-hours and a team of more than 350 workers. The World Series is set, and once again, the Brewers are not part of it, but a strange streak connected to Milwaukee continues.
Coming up on Newswatch 12, Saul Meyer will be here to explain why eliminating the Brewers from the playoffs has proven to be a very good thing.
Stay tuned to learn more about this limited time offer from Renewal by Andersen.
We all have that list of home improvement projects we need to do, and if replacing your home's windows and doors is on that list, you want to know that it's going to be affordable. I'm from Renewal by Andersen, and we've helped thousands of customers who are on a budget get our windows and doors for their home. How do we do it? Well, here's something you don't expect to hear from a window company. You don't have to upgrade all your windows and doors at the same time. We're really good at identifying the bad windows and those you can wait on replacing. And here's something we offer that you don't find with a lot of window companies or contractors: great financing options. With Renewal by Andersen, you can have monthly payments that'll probably be lower than your cable bill. With another program, you can get windows and doors now and not pay anything for an entire year. It's almost like free money. No wonder half of our customers finance. Before we talk about the warranty, think about other things you've bought. Did it sometimes feel like you had to buy the expensive extended warranty to get the good coverage? That's never the case with us. Our windows are so durable and our installers are so talented. Unlike some other companies, our warranties cover the windows, patio doors, and the installation.
It's really impressive that they sell the product, they manufacture the product, they install the product, because then you're dealing with one company, and you're dealing with one company that has a long-standing and solid reputation.
Let Renewal by Andersen help put great windows and doors in your budget this year.
Before October 31st, buy one window, patio door, or entry door and get the next one 40% off. That's 40% off. Plus, save an extra $500 on every entry door with no payments and no interest for 1 year. This offer ends October 31st. For a free appointment with Renewal by Andersen, call 715-318-3535. That's 715-318-3535.
The Arizona Diamondbacks defeated the Philadelphia Phillies in the NLCS, proving that if you eliminate the Brewers from the playoffs, you'll clinch a spot in the World Series. The Milwaukee Brewers have made the playoffs 9 times in the history of their franchise, and every team that has eliminated them has gone on to clinch a spot in the World Series or win it. First, it was the New York Yankees in 1981. Then it was the St. Louis Cardinals in the 1982 World Series, and again in 2011. Then it was the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies. The LA Dodgers did it in 2018 and 2020. The Washington Nationals did it in 2019. The Atlanta Braves did it in 2021, and now the Arizona Diamondbacks have done it as well this season. In just one day, the Milwaukee Bucks will tip off their 2023-2024 season after one of the busiest off seasons in franchise history. In that offseason, the Bucks fired Mike Budenholzer and hired Adrian Griffin as the team's new head coach, traded for Damian Lillard, and extended Giannis Antetokounmpo, giving him the highest salary in NBA history. Now, all of that offseason work will be shown Thursday when the Bucks host the Philadelphia 76ers at 6:30. The Green Bay Packers are hosting one of their bitter rivals this week, and timing could not be worse for the Packers in this matchup. Green Bay is on a 3-game losing streak and having one of the worst starts to a season in recent memory. The Vikings, on the other hand, have won 3 out of their past 4 games, with that one loss coming by 1 score to the defending Super Bowl champs Kansas City Chiefs. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur credits that recent success to the defensive improvements from Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores.
It seems like they're starting to get their footing more and more the more they play. I think that was pretty evident the other night for San Francisco. We all know how good they are offensively and on the defensive side, and they went out there and played a really great game.
The Packers will host the Vikings this Sunday at noon, their first and only game at Lambeau Field in the month of October. The rematch from last year's D6 state title game is getting a new location. Mondovi and Stratford were set to square off in the second round of the WIAA playoffs for football at Tiger Stadium in Stratford, but will now be playing each other at Marshfield High School, the place where Stratford played the majority of their home games last season. We'll be right back after the break.
Life moves fast. Take those road trips. Spend afternoons on a boat, gather around the campfire, and create memories without any worries. At Clinner Insurance, your trusted local partner, you're not just a policy number to us, you're a priority. As a company deeply rooted in the Northwoods community, we truly care about the people we serve. With Clinner Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance, you can live life to the fullest, knowing we'll be there for you when you need it most.
Jump through time and space to save you.
I'm not giving up. I will make it home. Madison, I can't get over you.
Quantum Leap, tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
You're doing a great job filling in for Iggy.
It's the worst that could happen.
Oh, boy. Tell me you're not live tweeting our death.
Magnum PI, tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Complete your fall cleanup with help from Menards. Works Outdoor Power Tools have everything you need to maintain your yard. Pick up the 20-volt cordless string trimmer, edger, and leaf blower combo kit for just $109.99 after rebate. Keep your family safe during power outages with Generac standby generators. Its advanced technology automatically starts within seconds of sensing power loss. Save more than $675 on this standby generator after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
My late father-in-law lit up a room.
but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light that makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
Find can't miss events in the North Woods on the event page at WJFW.com. Join Nate Myhawk Thursdays on Up North at 4 as he takes a look ahead at events happening this week in the North Woods. Sponsored by Merrill Steel.
Saul and Jeff, I sit next to Jessica here in the newsroom, and she's been going on all day about how she wishes she was in Montana today.
I heard she loves snow.
She loves snow. Well, take a look of this in Helena, Montana. The first major snowstorm of the season dropped up to a foot of snow in the Helena area. And while I'm sure some people weren't too happy to get out their snowblowers, that wouldn't be Jessica, these corgis seem to be having a very good time.
Yeah, they look like they're enjoying it.
Close-up shot of Jessica smiling right now. I see it. I see it. It's right there.
I'm smiling. I can't wait for snow.
All right. Let's check outside now for us, though. No snow for us this evening, but there's that snow across parts of the Dakotas right now that will begin to swing in our direction, and that could mean a little bit of light snow for us on Sunday. Until then, though, another round of potentially some good rainfall getting in here overnight tonight, most likely well after midnight, and then off and on throughout the day tomorrow, mostly bringing those central Wisconsin that are soaking rainfall. And then look what happens here. The 7-day forecast included in here, of course, is Halloween on Tuesday. Some rain tomorrow. It's going to be a wet day. Friday, some rain early, ending midday. And then the front comes through. Saturday, dry, 37. Sunday, I kept that chance for some light snow in there. It won't be a lot. Maybe a dusting of snow. The high temperature of 35.
All right, there we go. What about Marshfield, though? That's where the state rematch is getting.
You're always thinking about your football
games.
games.
Man. It's sports.
Well, we'll see you back here at 6.
There's other things.